Have you ever walked into a room and just completely forgotten why you're there? Or maybe you've run into an old acquaintance and their name just vanishes into thin air right when you need it most? Don't worry, you're not alone. We all have those moments. But as we get past 60, a little bit of fear can start to creep in, can it? We're often told that being forgetful or feeling a little brain fogged is just a normal part of getting older, that it's something we just have to accept. But what if that's not the whole story? What if the power to defend your sharpest, most valuable asset, your mind, is already waiting for you in your kitchen? The anxiety about losing our memories and our independence is very real. But I'm here to tell you that this decline is inevitable. Incredible new research shows we have way more control than we ever thought possible. And that control doesn't start with some complicated pill or a pricey program. It starts with your very next meal. So, are you worried about keeping your mind sharp as you age? What if I told you the single best food for protecting your brain is probably something you already know and love? In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you what it is, and I'll break down the amazing science that makes it so powerful for anyone over 60. All right, the moment you've been waiting for. In our journey to find the best ways to protect our minds, we often look for a single, powerful answer. And while there's no magic pill, the scientific community agrees that one food comes incredibly close. The single most powerful food, consistently praised by neurologists and nutrition scientists for protecting the aging brain, is fatty fish. Yes, it's that straightforward, but we're specifically talking about cold water fatty fish. Think of salmon, the undisputed king of brain food. Then there's mackerel with its rich flavor. Don't forget herring, a staple in many healthy diets, and the humble but mighty sardine, a tiny powerhouse. Even high-quality albacore tuna makes the list. I know it might sound almost simple, but the scientific evidence is not just strong. It's a vast ocean of data from decades of research. From large-scale population studies to rigorous clinical trials, the conclusion is consistently, overwhelmingly clear. Fatty fish is a game-changer for your brain. So, what's the magic ingredient? It all comes down to a specific type of fat, omega-3 fatty acids. Now, I know when a lot of us hear the word fat, we've been trained to think it's the enemy. But that's a dangerous myth, especially for your brain. Your brain is the fattiest organ in your body. It's about 60% fat, and it craves the kind of fat. More than half of that is made of omega-3s, especially two crucial types, DHA, which is a key structural component of brain cells, and EPA, which is a powerful anti-inflammatory. Fatty fish are the best source of both. Here's the best way to picture it. Imagine your brain is a super sophisticated engine. For that engine to run perfectly, all its gears and circuits need to be well oiled. Omega-3s, particularly DHA, are the premium grade oil for that engine. They are literally the building blocks your brain uses to create and maintain healthy brain cells. DHA makes cell membranes fluid, allowing messages to be sent quickly and efficiently. This is absolutely essential for learning and memory. Without enough of this crucial oil, the engine starts to grind. Communication between brain cells slows down. Inflammation, which is like rust in the engine, starts to build up. And the engine's overall performance, your memory, your focus, your ability to think clearly, begins to sputter. This is the brain fog so many of us experience, that frustrating feeling of not being quite as sharp as you used to be. The science here is incredible. Regularly eating omega-3 rich fish is linked to having more gray matter in the brain. Gray matter is your brain's command center. It controls decision-making, memory, and emotions. Think of it like your brain's main processor. Multiple studies show that people with higher omega-3 levels have more volume in key brain areas, like the hippocampus. This is your memory hub, and it's also one of the first regions to be attacked by Alzheimer's disease. Preserving its size is critical for defending against age-related memory loss. In fact, a 2022 study in the journal found that people in their 40s and 50s with higher omega-3 levels already showed signs of better brain structure and sharper thinking. Omega-3s are also amazing anti-inflammatories. Chronic inflammation is a silent enemy, a slow burn that contributes to brain diseases like Alzheimer's. The EPA in fatty fish is particularly effective at quenching this fire, cooling the inflammation down and protecting your brain cells from damage. So, how do you make this happen? The American Heart Association suggests eating fatty fish at least twice a week. Now I hear the concerns. Worried about mercury? The good news is that smaller fish like salmon, sardines, and herring are excellent low-mercury choices. And if you just don't like fish, A high-quality omega-3 supplement can be a good backup plan. Just be sure to talk to your doctor first, as whole food is always best. And it's easier than it sounds. For breakfast, try a slice of whole grain toast with some smoked salmon. For lunch, flake a can of sardines or tuna over a big salad. And for dinner, it doesn't get much simpler than baked salmon. Just put a fillet on a baking sheet, drizzle it with olive oil, sprinkle on some salt, pepper, and dill, and bake it at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 12-15 minutes. Serve that with some steamed broccoli, and you've got a world-class brain-boosting meal. And please, don't shy away from canned fish. Canned wild salmon and sardines are nutritional goldmines. They're affordable, last forever, and are just as packed with brain-loving omega-3s. Plus, when you eat sardines with the tiny edible bones, you get a fantastic boost of calcium. But listen, protecting your brain isn't about just one food. Fatty fish may be your star player, but to really win the game, you need a strong supporting cast. These next 3 foods work in beautiful synergy with omega-3s. If omega-3s are the bricks that build your brain cells, these foods are the skilled crew that protects the structure and keeps the power running smoothly, creating an even more powerful, multi-layered shield for your brain. First up, our powerhouse partner, walnuts. It's almost like nature was trying to give us a hint, right? A walnut looks just like a tiny brain, and that connection is more than just looks. Walnuts are a fantastic source of a plant-based omega-3 called ALA, which has its own unique brain benefits, primarily by helping to reduce inflammation in the brain's blood vessels. But walnuts are more than just omega-3s. They are also loaded with antioxidants. If omega-3s are the oil for your brain's engine, think of these antioxidants as the rust-proofing treatment. They patrol your brain, neutralizing damage from unstable molecules called free radicals, keeping your brain cells healthy and communicating effectively. One study found that eating walnuts was linked to better working memory scores in older adults. The best part? It's so easy. A handful of walnuts a day makes a fantastic snack. You can also sprinkle them on your morning yogurt or oatmeal, toss them in a salad for a great crunch, or even blend them into a smoothie. Next on our list are one of the most delicious brain foods you can find, blueberries. People often call them brain berries, and for good reason. Their power comes from antioxidants called flavonoids, specifically a type called anthocyanins, the very compounds that give blueberries their deep, rich color. These anthocyanins are true brain bodyguards. They can cross the protective blood-brain barrier and get right to work inside. Think of them as a cleanup crew, tidying up cellular junk and calming inflammation that can damage brain cells. They also appear to boost communication between brain cells, which is the physical basis of learning and memory. A fascinating 2023 study had adults aged 65 to 80 drink wild blueberry juice every day. Researchers often use wild blueberries as they have a higher concentration of these anthocyanins. The results were amazing. The blueberry group showed better memory and even faster reaction times compared to the placebo group. Getting your daily dose of blueberries is a treat. Add a cup of fresh or frozen ones to your yogurt or smoothie, or just enjoy a bowl on their own. Rounding out our brain-boosting trio are leafy greens. I'm talking spinach, kale, collard greens, arugula, all of it. Your mom was right. You need to eat your greens. And for brain health, she was a genius. These vegetables are loaded with a unique crew of brain-protective nutrients like vitamin K, lutein, folate, and beta-carotene. Each one plays a specific role. For example, vitamin K helps build strong brain cell membranes, while folate helps keep your brain's chemistry in balance. A major study from Rush University followed over 950 older adults for about 5 years. They discovered that the people who ate just 1 or 2 servings of leafy greens a day had a dramatically slower rate of cognitive decline. The difference was so big, the researchers said their brains performed as if they were 11 years younger than those who rarely ate greens. Think about that for a moment. A simple daily serving of salad could give you back over a decade of cognitive function. Making greens a daily habit is simple. Throw some spinach in your morning eggs. For lunch, have a big salad with a kale or arugula base. For dinner, a side of steamed broccoli or sautéed spinach is an easy win. You can even blend a handful of spinach into a fruit smoothie. I promise you won't taste it, but your brain will thank you for it. So there you have it, the brain-boosting trio: walnuts, blueberries, and leafy greens. When you combine these with the omega-3s from fatty fish, you're not just eating food, you're building a comprehensive defense system for your mind. Imagine your plate: a piece of salmon, a salad with walnuts, and a side of sautéed kale. That's not just a meal, It's a powerful statement of commitment to your future cognitive health. This isn't about a restrictive diet. It's about the joyful addition of delicious, powerful foods that nourish your body and your brain, one bite at a time. Okay, you might be thinking, that's a lot of food to remember. But here's the beautiful part. It's how they all work. This isn't about picking just one. It's about creating a team where the whole is so much greater than the sum of its parts. The healthy fats from the fish and walnuts don't just build your brain cells. They also help your body absorb the nutrients from your other foods. So when you have a salmon salad with leafy greens, the omega-3s are actually helping you get more of that brain-boosting vitamin K from the spinach. The antioxidants in the blueberries and walnuts join forces with the anti-inflammatory power of the omega-3s, creating a two-pronged defense against the root causes of brain aging. The folate in your leafy greens works with other vitamins to support healthy nerve function. Think of it like you're assembling a dream team for your brain. The fatty fish are the architects, building and maintaining the structure. The walnuts are the technicians, making sure all the signals are firing right. The blueberries are the security guards, protecting the whole operation. And the leafy greens are the maintenance crew, providing all the essential tools to keep everything in perfect shape. By bringing these foods into your diet, you're not just giving your brain one tool, you're giving it an entire toolbox to fight the challenges of aging. You're shifting from a place of fearing memory loss to a place of actively building a resilient, sharp, and healthy brain for the long haul. The journey to a sharper memory after 60 isn't hidden in some mythical fountain of youth. It's something far more accessible and empowering. In fact, it's waiting for you right in the aisles of your local grocery store. It's not about a single miracle cure, but about the profound impact of making small, consistent, and powerful choices every single day. Each meal, each snack, is an opportunity to nourish your brain and build a stronger foundation for your cognitive health. Let's quickly recap our power players. We started with our #1 champion, fatty fish like salmon and mackerel. They are brimming with omega-3 fatty acids, especially DHA, which is a primary structural component of your brain. Think of it as the essential raw material your brain needs to maintain its structure. Then we added walnuts, a powerhouse containing a plant-based omega-3 called ALA, along with potent antioxidants. This combination helps fight off oxidative stress, a key contributor to age-related cognitive decline. We brought in vibrant blueberries packed with flavonoids called anthocyanins. These compounds have been shown to accumulate in the brain and help improve communication between brain cells, making signaling pathways clearer and more efficient. And we rounded out the team with leafy greens like spinach and kale. They are loaded with brain-loving nutrients like vitamin K, lutein, and folate. Studies suggest regular consumption can slow cognitive decline, helping your brain function as if it were years younger. You see, each of these foods is powerful on its own, but together, they create a beautiful synergy. You have the power to protect your mind. It doesn't require expensive pills or joyless diets. By simply eating fatty fish a couple of times a week, snacking on walnuts, tossing blueberries into your breakfast, and putting a serving of leafy greens on your plate every day, you are taking a profound step toward a mind that stays clear, focused, and vibrant for years to come. Memory loss is not your destiny. By nourishing your brain with these delicious foods, you are actively building a brighter, sharper future for yourself. If you found this video helpful and empowering, please take a moment to click that like button. It's a small gesture that makes a huge difference, helping our channel grow and ensuring this vital information reaches more people who need to hear it. And for more science-backed tips to help you stay healthy and sharp, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications. Most importantly, share this video with a friend or family member, anyone you care about who wants to keep their mind in peak condition. Let's all stay sharp together. Now I've got a question for you. What's your favorite way to enjoy one of these brain-boosting foods? Got a go-to salmon recipe or a clever way to use blueberries? Share your ideas in the comments below. I'd love to read them, and you might just inspire someone else in our community. Thanks for watching.